I bet you didn't know how dire the Gaza situation is right now. The streets are filled with rubble, and the air is thick with tension. Civilians are navigating through the ruins of what once were their homes and businesses, trying to find a semblance of normalcy amidst the chaos. The destruction is not just physical, it's emotional and psychological, affecting every aspect of daily life. Let's break it down. The situation is complex and multifaceted, involving numerous stakeholders and a history of conflict that spans decades. Understanding the current state of affairs requires a deep dive into the geopolitical dynamics at play. The United States and Qatar are urgently working to restart ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. These talks are crucial, as they aim to bring a temporary halt to the violence and open channels for humanitarian aid. The diplomats are navigating a minefield of political and military interests, trying to find common ground. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has revealed that various ceasefire options are on the table, including a temporary truce for aid delivery and hostage release. Blinken emphasized the importance of these talks, stating that a temporary truce could pave the way for more permanent solutions. The international community is watching closely, hoping for a breakthrough. However, the participation of Hamas remains uncertain after the death of their leader. This has thrown a wrench into the negotiations, as Hamas's involvement is crucial for any ceasefire to hold. The power vacuum has led to internal strife within the organization, complicating the peace efforts. Meanwhile, the conflict rages on. The streets of Gaza are scenes of ongoing violence, with both sides suffering casualties. Israel continues its operations against Hamas, and is also engaged with Hezbollah in Lebanon. The conflict has spilled over into neighboring regions, escalating tensions and drawing in more players. The Israeli military is on high alert, prepared for any eventuality. Tragically, 3 journalists were killed in an Israeli airstrike in Lebanon, adding more fuel to the fire. The loss of these journalists has sparked outrage and condemnation from media organizations worldwide. Their deaths highlight the dangers faced by those reporting from conflict zones and the critical role they play in bringing the truth to light. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza is reaching critical levels. Hospitals are overwhelmed, and medical supplies are running out. Food and essential supplies are dwindling, and aid organizations are unable to operate safely. The blockade has made it nearly impossible for aid to reach those in need. People are lining up for hours, hoping to get basic necessities like food and water. The situation is dire, and the international community is calling for immediate action. The UN has even halted aid delivery in northern Gaza, making an already dire situation even worse. The halt in aid has left thousands without access to food, water, and medical care. The UN has called for a ceasefire to allow for the safe delivery of humanitarian aid, but so far, their pleas have gone unanswered. The world watches with bated breath as efforts for peace hang in the balance. The stakes are incredibly high, and the outcome of these talks could shape the future of the region for years to come. Stay tuned as we continue to monitor and report on this developing crisis. The situation is fluid, and new developments are happening by the hour. We'll keep you updated with the latest information as it becomes available. Your understanding and awareness are crucial in these times of crisis.